It's time to change the game. Force Turf Solutions is an innovative and experienced synthetic turf company that specializes in the design, installation, and conversions of sports fields and complexes throughout the United States through a strategic partnership with Shaw Sports Turf. If you're building a new field, converting an existing field, or replacing an existing synthetic turf field, then reach out to Force Turf Solutions. Community sports complexes, high school, college, and professional fields. For more information, go to forceturfsolutions.com.
Hi, it's Brian from SeaWorld Satellites, your Dish Premier local retailer. Upgrade to Dish from DirecTV and get a $300 prepaid MasterCard. Just mention offer code DTV2DISH. Come in or call us today at 724-463-3200, extension 122 to learn more and make the switch to Dish. That's 724-463-3200, extension 122.
Offer ends 11/13/23. Eligibility requirements and restrictions apply. Call for full details.
And good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to First Commonwealth Bank Field for the first of two games in the PA Youth Legion Western Regional. Todd Marino bringing you the action today. Game 1 featuring Saegertown against SW Jack. Game 2, the Homer City Bears will be playing in that one, and we'll set you up for all of the action today as it is Youth Legion Baseball. And we want to thank our co-presenting sponsors, Force Turf Solutions and SeaWorld Satellites, as well as Holsinger, Clark, and Armstrong, First Commonwealth Bank, IRMC, and IRMC at Chestnut Ridge, Meckling Insurance Agency, Penn Mechanical Group, S&T Bank, American Legion Post 493 in Homer City, Robindale Energy Group. And that is the story here for this afternoon of baseball. Heading on into the evening, we've got a couple of pretty good ball games, and both of the games do have things at stake, as this very little is decided just yet in this Youth Legion Western Regional. And the one thing we do know is that in the championship game tomorrow, Penn Trafford will be there. They're undefeated after 3 games, after having won the first game here today, but still lots to be decided about these Western Regionals, and we'll talk about that and much more as we progress through our day together. You are watching PA Youth Legion Western Regional action on Renda Digital TV.
It's time to change the game. Force Turf Solutions is an innovative and experienced synthetic turf company that specializes in the design, installation, and conversions of sports fields and complexes throughout the United States through a strategic partnership with Shaw Sports Turf. If you're building a new field, converting an existing field, or replacing an existing synthetic turf field, then reach out to Force Turf Solutions. Community sports complexes, high school, college, and professional fields. For more information, go to forceturfsolutions.com.
Hi, it's Brian from SeaWorld Satellites, your Dish Premier local retailer. Upgrade to Dish from DirecTV and get a $300 prepaid MasterCard. Just mention offer code DTV2DISH. Come in or call us today at 724-463-3200, extension 122 to learn more and make the switch to Dish. That's 724-463-3200, extension 122.
Offer ends 11/13/23. Eligibility requirements and restrictions apply. Call for full details.
At IRMC, we have all of the necessary pieces in place to perform complex operations, including highly skilled and specially trained surgeons, their support team of experts, and advanced technology like the Da Vinci robotic surgical system. As a result, patients spend less time in the hospital, recover faster, and get treated close to home. So there's no reason to puzzle over where you should get your surgical care. The answer is right here at IRMC.
Penn Mechanical Group has local opportunities for you, and they are hiring. Penn Mechanical Group is a full-service contractor for the natural gas and oil field industry, and they're looking for talented, hardworking individuals for their team. If you're an equipment operator, rig hand, wireline operator, CDL Class A and B, triaxle drivers, they want to talk to you. PMG has local positions that need to be filled right now. Home base is right here in Indiana. Competitive pay, health benefits, PTO, paid holidays, 401k, and more. Apply online at PennMechanicalGroup.com. PennMechanicalGroup.com.
Milk every moment.
So what sets S&T apart from other financial institutions is that they are visionary. Now, we understand that it is partially about the numbers, but they know it's not just about the numbers. It's about the management team, it's about the strategic and business plan, it's about how the team is going to execute on that. In short, S&T gets it. Quite honestly, we couldn't have done it without S&T.
Welcome back to First Commonwealth Bank Field this afternoon. Saegertown taking on SW Jack here on Renda Digital TV. Saegertown out of Crawford County, playing in the Northwest Junior American Legion Baseball League. Finished the regular season at 8-2. Their overall record 10-3 coming into the tournament, and they are 1-1. They had a big win over Mill Creek in the first round, 16-3, before losing yesterday to Penn Trafford 8-3, and they are managed by Brandon Goss in his second year, overall 21-8 coming into this tournament. They are a team that has some pretty good sticks. Their leading hitter is DeMarcus Manning, and Manning this afternoon will be playing third base and hitting third. Also batting over 400 is Blake Burchell. And Blake is the starting, he's actually the extra, no he isn't, he is the starting pitcher today. Get that right. There's two guys named Blake in their lineup. And so that'll be happening today with Blake Burchell on the mound for Saegertown on the season. He's got a 1.21 ERA. He's 4 wins, no losses, 17 innings, 17 and a third coming into the tournament. He's given up 3 earned runs and struck out 14 with just 2 walks on the season so far. So Blake Burchell, his mound opponent this afternoon against SW Jack is going to be Sully Van Hoos. We saw Sully throw a little bit yesterday, and he'll also play some first base for SW Jack. He is a young man who's got a pretty good bat too. So Sully Van Hoos on the mound for the SW Jack Drillers today. An ERA of .41, 4-0, 17 innings pitched. He's given up just 1 earned run in the entire season coming into this tournament. 12 walks and 18 strikeouts. So Sully Van Hoos can bring the baseball a little bit for the SW Jack Drillers, the Indiana County League champions. Finished the regular season at 10-4 and then won the tournament. They are 0-2 here, though, at the Youth Legion Regional. They do still have a chance to make it into the third game, and in order to do that, there's a run differential that will come into play, but their first priority has to be actually just beating Saegertown to get on an even keel with Saegertown at 1-2 in their half of the pool. And then from there, one never knows. You have to get to all the tiebreakers. So Mark Birdie's going to explain that to the fans here today. We are going to come back with the starting lineups in just a couple of moments. You're watching Renda Digital TV.
It's time to change the game. Force Turf Solutions is an innovative and experienced synthetic turf company that specializes in the design, installation, and conversions of sports fields and complexes throughout the United States through a strategic partnership with Shaw Sports Turf. If you're building a new field, converting an existing field, or replacing an existing synthetic turf field, then reach out to Force Turf Solutions. Community sports complexes, high school, college, and professional fields. For more information, go to forceturfsolutions.com.
Hi, it's Brian from SeaWorld Satellites, your Dish Premier local retailer. Upgrade to Dish from DirecTV and get a $300 prepaid MasterCard. Just mention offer code DTV2DISH. Come in or call us today at 724-463-3200, extension 122 to learn more and make the switch to Dish. That's 724-463-3200, extension 122.
Offer ends 11/13/23. Eligibility requirements and restrictions apply. Call for full details.
At IRMC, we have all of the necessary pieces in place to perform complex operations, including highly skilled and specially trained surgeons, their support team of experts, and advanced technology like the Da Vinci robotic surgical system. As a result, patients spend less time in the hospital, recover faster, and get treated close to home. So there's no reason to puzzle over where you should get your surgical care. The answer is right here at IRMC.
Penn Mechanical Group has local opportunities for you and they are hiring. Penn Mechanical Group is a full-service contractor for the natural gas and oil field industry and they're looking for talented, hardworking individuals for their team. If you're an equipment operator, rig hand, wireline operator, CDL Class A and B, triaxle drivers, they want to talk to you. PMG has local positions that need to be filled right now. Home base is right here in Indiana. Competitive pay, health benefits, PTO, paid holidays, 401k, and more. Apply online at pennmechanicalgroup.com. pennmechanicalgroup.com.
Milk every moment.
Batting seventh and playing third base.
Back at First Commonwealth Bank Field. Force Turf Solutions and SeaWorld Satellites are co-presenting sponsors here on Renda Digital TV as we bring you Saegertown against SW Jack. SW Jack is going to be the home team for this game. Sully Van Hoos, here's the lineup he'll be facing for Saegertown. Leading off is Luke Young, the left fielder. The center fielder, Wyatt Burchell, is batting number 2. And in the 3-hole, Blake Burchell, the pitcher. DeMarcus Manning, the third baseman, will bat 4th. William Schaefer, the shortstop, hitting 5th. Levi Gardner, the right fielder, will bat 6th. In the 7-hole, it's Blake Leslie, the extra hitter. The 8-hitter is Tyler Chirpak at first base. Reese Wilkinson, the catcher, bats 9th. And batting 10th is the second baseman, Everett Gardner.
And direct your attention.
And we're going to have the singing of our national anthem.
And we remember the brave men and women that protect our freedoms each and every day in the U.S. of A.
We will set the defense for you for SW Jack as well. Pledge next as we give you the lineup for SW Jack. Leadoff hitter is Caden Force at second base. The shortstop Ethan Shank bats second. Parker Stallman at first base hitting third. The pitcher Sully Van Hoos bats cleanup. The 5-hitter is Brock Lewis, the right fielder. Luke Rao, the left fielder, bats 6th. Ryan Okapal, the third baseman, hitting 7th. The catcher is Hunter Kunkel. He'll bat 8th. And the center fielder Rocco Cosentino is batting 9th. So for SW Jack, The battery, Sully Van Hoos and Hunter Kunkel. Third to first, Ryan Okapal, Ethan Shank, Caden Force, and Parker Stallman. Left to right, Luke Rao, Rocco Cosentino, and Brock Lewis. And ready to go. The right-hander, Sully Van Hoos, climbs up on top of the hill. And he'll get things underway for us this afternoon. Games already completed today. Penn Trafford remain undefeated with a 12-1 win over Mill Creek. And Monroeville beating Edinburgh 9-4. This game between Saegertown and SW Jack to be followed by Murraysville against the Homer City Bears. And both SW Jack and Homer City, post 493, do have a chance at advancing to tomorrow's third place game.
Teams will be doing the Big Mac attack right out of the gate here. So the first inning will be the Big Mac attack.
Van Hoos.
The player hits a home run, his entire team wins the
working it out. SW Jack will have only 9 players available to them today. Some fellows couldn't be here. And so unusual, there will be no substitutions, no pinch runners. That's unless somebody else showed up and we're not aware of it. Kunkel's throw down. And we are just about ready to go. Saegertown against SW Jack. Saegertown representing American Legion Post 205. SW Jack Drillers, of course. And the leadoff hitter for Saegertown is Luke Young, the left fielder. A 387 hitter, 10 runs driven in for Luke. And Van Hoos, the windup, and the first pitch of this game is a called strike on the inside corner to Young. Second pitch, driven into left field, giving chase and over into foul territory, and it clears the fence, but foul. So he gave it a long ride, but it is a long strike, and it's no balls and 2 strikes on Luke Young. Luke is a big kid. He's only 15 years old. He's back in there. No balls, 2 strikes. The pitch from Van Hoos is high into the backstop. It's a ball and 2 strikes. Mr. Clausen taking his traditional seat to my left to supervise me. Here's the 1-2, and Young ducked down to get out of the way, and it went right over his back. Avoided getting plunked. 2 balls, 2 strikes. And Van Hoos the pitch. And that is a called strike 3. He took a hand off the bat. I think he believed that that pitch was going to be too far inside, and he sort of check swing. It's a called strike 3, and there's 1 out for Wyatt Burchell, the center fielder. Wyatt to be followed by Blake Burchell. Left-handed hitter against the right-hander Van Hoos, and the first pitch is swung on and missed for strike 1. SW Jack right there in both of their games, but not able to get over the hump. A little off speed there. And it's outside for a ball and a strike. The Drillers losing 5-3 as it's popped out of play to Penn Trafford on Friday in a really well-played game. And then yesterday, in the first game of the day, they fell to Mill Creek 6-3. And so they work here today with an 0-2 record in this tournament. Saegertown is 1-1. That is outside. 2 balls and 2 strikes on the number 2 hitter, Wyatt Burchell, the center fielder for Saegertown. And that is high and outside, and it's 3-2. And that's ball 4. Fastball pumped in at 80 miles an hour, but out of the strike zone, and the first runner of the game gets on via a walk.
Batting third, the pitcher, number 24, Blake Burchell.
And so Blake Burchell will come to the plate. Wyatt Burchell on first base with 1 out. Blake Burchell, today's starting pitcher for Saegertown, is going to take it up high for a ball. 417 with 17 runs driven in on the season. He leads them in RBIs. 1-0, and the throw over to first base. Wyatt Burchell will dive back in. Parker Stallman over at first for SW Jack Parker. A couple of doubles yesterday, both to the same spot in right center field, right out by the 340 mark. The 1-0 is inside. It's 2 balls and no strikes on Blake Burchell. And Van Hoos looking to find the strike zone. Runner goes inside for a ball. Throw down is not in time. That's a stolen base. It is 3 balls and no strikes. So a runner on second and a 3-0 pitch coming to Blake Burchell. There goes the runner for third. Throw down is high and into left field. The stolen base, the error, and the run scores, and it's 1-0. It was ball 4 as well. So Blake Burchell walks. He's down at first. No RBI for him, as it's a stolen base.
The third baseman, number 23, Marcus Manning.
Wyatt Burchell comes home on the error, and it's 1-0 without benefit of a hit. Runner on first, 1 away for DeMarcus Manning, their third baseman. This pitch will get through to the backstop, and Blake Burchell will head on down on the wild pitch. So not the sharpest start of the day for SW Jack, and well, Kurt Kujosik is going to head on out and try to calm everybody down. A ball and no strikes on DeMarcus Manning, who leads them in hitting with a .433 average. He's driven in 8 runners on the season. And so the whole infield and the catcher coming out, along with Van Hoos, the pitcher, to talk things over. The inning started with a called third strike on Luke Young, and then the walk to Wyatt Burchell. He stole second, and then on the 3-0 pitch to Blake Burchell, which was ball 4, Wyatt Burchell was running. He stole third base. The throw goes into left field, and he trots home with the game's first run. Now a runner on second. This is outside. And it's 2 balls, no strikes on DeMarcus Manning. Van Hoos. And that is fouled away. Manning taking a hack at it. 2-1. 1 out in the inning, 1 run in, and a runner on second base. Van Hoos is going to step off. Blake Burchell will walk back into second. Now the leadoff. And there's a high fly ball to center field. Rocco Cosentino chasing all the way into the gap. Reaches out and makes the catch. The runner tags and will move over to third base. On the fly out, actually ended up being a pretty nice play there, as the wind was taking the ball away from Rocco Cosentino. And he
That's
reached
fifth,
out.
the shortstop, number 6.
What looked like a
Schaefer.
fly ball to straightaway center ended up over into the right center gap. This pitch gets away. That's another wild pitch. Runner comes home, and he's in there. So Blake Burchell will score the game's second run. They still have no hits. And on the wild pitch, it is 2-0 Saegertown here in the top of the first inning. A ball and no strikes on William Schaefer, the shortstop for Saegertown. 379 with 10 RBIs on the season. The bases are empty now with 2 outs. And it's 2-0. There's a ground ball to short. Fielded there and over to first. Ethan Shank guns him down. We played a half an inning. It is 2-0. Saegertown the lead. And you're watching Renda Digital TV.
It's time to change the game. Force Turf Solutions is an innovative and experienced synthetic turf company that specializes in the design, installation, and conversions of sports fields and complexes throughout the United States through a strategic partnership with Shaw Sports Turf. If you're building a new field, converting an existing field, or replacing an existing synthetic turf field, then reach out to Force Turf Solutions. Community sports complexes, high school, college, and professional fields. For more information, go to forceturfsolutions.com.
Hi, it's Brian from SeaWorld Satellites, your Dish Premier local retailer. Upgrade to Dish from DirecTV and get a $300 prepaid MasterCard. Just mention offer code DTV2DISH. Come in or call us today at 724-463-3200, extension 122 to learn more and make the switch to Dish. That's 724-463-3200, extension 122.
Offer ends 11/13/23. Eligibility requirements and restrictions apply. Call for full details.
At IRMC, we have all of the necessary pieces in place to perform complex operations, including highly skilled and specially trained surgeons, their support team of experts, and advanced technology like the Da Vinci robotic surgical system. As a result, patients spend less time in the hospital, recover faster, and get treated close to home. So there's no reason to puzzle over where you should get your surgical care. The answer is right here at IRMC.
Welcome back to First Commonwealth Bank Field, where Saegertown takes a 2-0 lead heading to the bottom of the first inning. And Caden Force will lead it off for SW Jack. Force, Ethan Shank, and Parker Stallman. Your first 3 hitters of the inning.
Caden Force.
To face Blake Burchell, and Force steps in there and takes a strike. Your umpires today, Kevin Shirley at home plate, Brian Burns on the base paths. The 0-1 is outside, a ball and a strike on Caden Force. And he'll chop this one to second base, take the high hop off the chest of the second baseman, but hanging in there to make the play is Everett Gardner. Nicely done by him. Force is out 4-3. 1 away. Here's your defense for Saegertown. Third to first, DeMarcus Manning at third. The shortstops, William Schaefer, Everett Gardner at second, and
Ethan Shank.
Tyler Cherpak is your first baseman. Left to right, Luke Young, Wyatt Burchell, and Levi Gardner. As Ethan Shank is going to line one into center field for the base hit.
That's what I'm talking about.
Shank, first pitch, swinging. Your battery, Reese Wilkinson's the catcher, Blake Burchell the pitcher. Shank on first with a solidly struck line drive base hit. Runner on first.
The first baseman.
1 out for Parker Stallman.
Stallman,
a couple of rocket shots into right center field, doubled on both of those at-bats. He was 2 for 4 in the game. And he'll take a ball outside with Shank at first base. A pitch measuring 69 miles an hour. Here's the 1-0, and that's a called strike. Parker Stallman's one of those kids that's been all over the baseball field. He's pitched, he's played the outfield. I think he's played at third in this tournament, and he's at first base this afternoon. A 1-1 pitch is on the way, and a timeout first. A ground out to second base by Force. Shank with the single to center field, and Stallman bats one away, and he'll take an off-speed strike. It's a ball and 2 strikes on the SW Jack Drillers first baseman. Throw over, and only a step off the bag was Shank, but he had to be alert, and he dived back in. The 1-2 pitch to Stallman. It reaches out and pops it into foul territory. Third baseman charges, and DeMarcus Manning will make that catch. And there are 2 away for Van Hoos.
Batting fourth, the pitcher, number 16, Sully Van Hoos.
Sully was 3 for 4 in game 1 on Friday. He bats here with 2 outs. Runner goes, check swing, fouled away. In yesterday's game, Van Hoos was 0 for 4. And so 3 for 8 in the tournament so far. Throw over, and diving back in once more is Ethan Shank, getting the uniform dirty over there. Mom's got some laundry to do. No balls and a strike. The pitch, Van Hoos leans back out of the way, but it's called strike on the inside corner. No balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs and a runner on first. 2-0. Saegertown leads SW Jack, and Van Hoos in there. The runner goes. A fly ball into right field, and drifting back and making the catch is Levi Gardner. That'll end the inning. We played 1. It is Saegertown 2 and SW Jack Drillers nothing. You're watching Youth Legion Western Regional Baseball on Renda Digital TV.
Penn Mechanical Group has local opportunities for you, and they are hiring. Penn Mechanical Group is a full-service contractor for the natural gas and oil field industry, and they're looking for talented, hardworking individuals for their team. If you're an equipment operator, rig hand, wireline operator, CDL Class A and B, triaxle drivers, they want to talk to you. PMG has local positions that need to be filled right now. Home base is right here in Indiana. Competitive pay, health benefits, PTO, paid holidays, 401k, and more. Apply online at PennMechanicalGroup.com. PennMechanicalGroup.com.
Milk every moment.
Top half of the second inning, Saegertown leading SW Jack 2-0. Scheduled hitters, the right fielder Levi Gardner, the extra hitter Blake Leslie, and the first baseman Tyler Chirpak to face Sully Van Hoos. With 1 out in the first, a walk to Wyatt Burchell, who stole second and then third and came home when the throw to third sailed into field for an error. 1-0 at that point. On that same pitch, Blake Burchell drew ball 4. He advanced to second on a wild pitch, went to third on a fly ball to left field, or center field, and then he scored on a wild pitch. So 2 wild pitches in that at-bat. They brought home Blake Burchell. That made it 2-0.
Right fielder, number 14,
Levi Gardner will step to the plate, a .364 hitter on the regular season, to face Van Hoos, who winds and deals a strike on the inside half of the plate. 78-mile-an-hour fastball. He's gotten it as high as 80 in these first 2 innings. And here's the windup and off speed, and he curled that one in and caught the inner half of the plate. So it's no balls, 2 strikes on Gardner. And the 0-2, fastball, 80-mile-an-hour, and fouled off out of play down the right side. No balls, 2 strike. And the curveball is high and tight. It's a ball and 2 strikes on the right fielder Gardner, who recorded the last out of the last inning. Inside, it's 2-2. Van Hoos did pitch yesterday. I don't know what his pitch count was and how that will limit the number that he can throw today. This is pitch number 28, and it's up high for ball 3, and he leans over and puts his arms on his knees. I don't know if he was unhappy with the pitch or if something didn't feel right there. Let's hope that's not the case. It's 3-2, and he'll blow this one by Levi Gardner, the second strikeout of the afternoon for Van Hoos. 1 away and nobody on for Blake Leslie, the extra hitter. Righty on righty, and the first pitch to Leslie is up high for a ball. Again, he's now finding 80 miles an hour consistently with that fastball.
Number 10, Blake Leslie.
1-0, and this one is grounded sharply foul down the left side. Leslie got out ahead of that one, but put a charge into it. It's 1-1. Second inning, 2-0. Saegertown the lead. And the pitch is outside. 2 balls and a strike on Leslie. Tyler Chirpak, the first baseman, awaits on deck. And this one is chopped foul. Nice play by the manager for Saegertown, coaching third, Brandon Goss. 2 balls, 2 strikes in the dirt, and the count goes full again. And Van Hoos stomps on that pitcher's mound. He's not happy with his control early. It's costing him a bunch of pitches. He's now at 34. And another full count. The payoff is ball 4. The third walk issued by S.W. Jack. Leslie to first base with 1 out for Tyler Chirpak, the first baseman. I don't know if a meteor just hit the roof or not, but big loud bang there. Hunter Kunkel, the catcher, goes out to talk to his pitcher.
Batting 8th, the first baseman, number 2, Tyler Chirpak.
So Tyler Chirpak, the first baseman, is a left-handed hitter. He bats with 1 out and a runner on first base here in the second. Big lead at first base as the strike call to Chirpak. Leslie got way, way out beyond the cut. He's out there again, and there he goes. The ball is in the dirt and all the way to the backstop. It's a wild pitch. A ball and a strike on Cherpak, with the runner now at second base. And Van Hoos inside. The count to 2-1. Out of the stretch. That's a called strike 2. Took a little off that one at 75 miles an hour. And a 2-2 pitch on the way. And that is down low. It's ball 3. Yet another full count on pitch number 40 for Sully. And there it is. High fly ball, and that is going to get down out in center field. The runner will round second and head toward home, but then he will back away. He had home plate available to him, but Leslie put on the brakes, went back to third. It is a base hit for Cherpak. That is the first hit of the game for Saegertown. They've got runners on first and third with one out for Reese Wilkinson, the catcher. Runner goes, and he is picked off as Van Hoos turns and throws to second. Just a little bit anxious for the runner Cherpak. So he is caught stealing. 1-4 and 2 away with the runner on third base. And the curveball from Van Hoos will curl in once more for a strike. It's 0-1 on Wilkinson. And he goes curve again, this time to the outside corner of the plate, and it's 0-2. The 0-2 pitch, check swing, strike 3. And he got out of the jam. He had runners on first and third with one out, but he escapes without giving up the run. We head to the bottom of the second inning. It is 2-0 Saegertown. You're watching PA Youth Legion Western Regional action on Renda Digital TV.
So what sets S&T apart from other financial institutions is that they are visionary. Now, we understand that it is partially about the numbers, but they know it's not just about the numbers. It's about the management team, it's about the strategic and business plan, it's about how the team is going to execute on that. In short, S&T gets it. Quite honestly, we couldn't have done it without S&T.
The Holsinger, Clark & Armstrong Law Office is pleased to support and sponsor this year's playing of Junior Legion Baseball and wishes all of our area teams the best. The law firm of Holsinger, Clark & Armstrong recognizes the importance of our youth involved in activities like sports that help build character and promote good social skills. And if you have questions regarding estate planning, real estate, and or family law, contact the Holsinger, Clark & Armstrong Law Office, Philadelphia Street, Indiana, a proud supporter of community events.
The Homer City American Legion Post 493, a longtime backer of our local teams and a proud supporter of American Legion Baseball, is pleased to be part of today's playoff baseball games and wishes the best of luck to all the athletes participating. Homer City American Legion Post 493 has served Homer City and our veterans for more than half a century. They're a staple of the community and believe in giving back. So have fun today, teams, from your friends at the Homer City American Legion Post 493.
Bottom of the second inning, 2-0. Saegertown leading SW Jack. And the dribblers will send Brock Lewis, Luke Rao, and Ryan Okapal to the plate to face Blake Burchell. One hit for each of these teams and 2 runs for Saegertown. The difference as Lewis will take a strike. Brock playing right field. Swings and misses. It's 0-2. A .436 hitter on the regular season with 12 RBIs for Brock Lewis. And he'll lift this one high and into left field, where Luke Young will make the catch. One away. For Luke Rao. Luke played but did not bat on Friday night. And yesterday he was 1 for 3 with a single. And he digs in there. Burchell's pitch is about helmet high and inside. It's ball 1 to Luke Rao. Swings and misses at the second offering. It's 1-1. The curve is in there. A ball and 2 strikes on Rao. That was an 11-pitch first inning for Burchell. And swing and a miss, strike 3. Rao goes down. And that'll bring up Ryan Okapal.
Batting 7th, the third baseman, number 32, Ryan Okapal.
1 for 4 with the double on Friday, 0 for 4 yesterday. And first pitch swinging. Now to play to the right side. 2 outs, nobody on here in the bottom half of the second inning. 2-0 Saegertown. And Burchell's pitch backs Okapal off the plate. A ball and a strike. Curveball doesn't curve. And it's 2-1. A third straight inside pitch to Okapal, and he's ahead in the count 3-1. With 2 outs, Hunter Kunkel waits on deck. And the 3-1 is in there. 3 balls, 2 strikes. And the payoff. Swing and a miss, strike 3, and that'll retire the side. 3 up and 3 down for SW Jack. We've played 2. It's 2-0. Saegertown the lead. You're watching PA Youth Legion Western Regional Baseball on Renda Digital TV.
So what sets S&T apart from other financial institutions is that they are visionary. Now, we understand that it is partially about the numbers, but they know it's not just about the numbers. It's about the management team, it's about the strategic and business plan, it's about how the team is going to execute on that. In short, S&T gets it. Quite honestly, we couldn't have done it without S&T.
Robindale and its affiliated companies are proud to be a sponsor of all student athletes in the area. For nearly 2 decades, Robindale has been cleaning up refuse coal piles that dot and scar the western Pennsylvania landscape. To reclimate and beautify these areas, Robindale believes deeply in safety, compliance, and community responsibility. If you would like to become a part of the Robindale team, you can contact them at 814-446-6700, extension 122, or see how Robindale can assist your business at robindale.com.
At Hair Day? Bad day at the office? bad day behind the wheel? Hey, stuff happens, even to the best of us. At least your car insurance rate doesn't have to take a hit. Get Erie Rate Lock from Erie Insurance. Gives you a great rate that stays put until you change a car, driver, or your address. Plus, seriously good service. Now that's something to smile about.
Your local Erie agent is William G. Meckling Insurance Agency. Get a quote at 724-465-4261 or visit mecklinginsurance.com.
Erie Rate Lock does not guarantee continued insurance coverage and is not available in all states.
Top of the third inning, Everett Gardner, the second baseman, with a ground ball to short and an error on the shortstop for
number 11,
S.W. Jack. Shank couldn't handle that grounder, and Gardner's on first. And first pitch swinging again by Luke Young. So Gardner reaches, that is the second error on S.W. Jack. Young struck out looking in the first. He bats in the third with nobody out and a runner on first. A ball and a strike. Sully Van Hoos the pitch. Swing and a miss by Young. And it's 1-2. And he got him swinging. Van Hoos deals it. That fastball consistently now at 80 miles an hour.
58, Wyatt Burchell.
One out, runner on first for Wyatt Burchell. Walked, stole two bases, and on that second steal, the ball thrown into... Oh boy, this play. He singles into right field. While I'm trying to describe what he did, he swung at the first pitch and singled into right. Not wasted any time to throw to third, and the end result is a base hit for Burchell.
The pitcher,
Gardner heads to third, and on the throw to third, Burchell moves on down to second base, so second and third and one out. They're going to go swinging at the first pitch. I better pay attention. A ball to Blake Burchell, who walked in the first and scored. He'll take another ball. And it is 2-0. Runners on second and third, one out here in the third inning. And the line drive right back through the box. One run is in, and here comes the second run. Sully Van Hoos had to hit the deck there because it went right back at his head, and he dropped down. The two-run single for Blake Burchell makes it 4-0. Saegertown. And his teammates come out and give Sully a couple of moments here to recollect himself. The 2 RBI single.
Third baseman, number 23,
And
DeMarcus Manning.
DeMarcus Manning will come to the plate with Blake Burchell at first base, and Van Hoos will try to keep him on, but they have been running here this afternoon. Saegertown. They lead 4-0. DeMarcus Manning to the plate, a fly out to center field, his first time up. In the first inning, here's the pitch. And that is ball. One out in the third, 2 runs in. Manning, the third baseman, awaits and takes an off-speed pitch for a strike. It's 1-1. Gardner reached on the error. The strikeout of Young. The single by Wyatt Burchell. This ball is in the dirt, and it's 2-1. Kunkel lost it for a second, but it was right at his feet. He was able to get it back. ball and 2 strikes on Manning. The pitch. Swings and misses at strike 3. William Schaefer grounded to short to end the first. He bats with 2 outs and a runner on first here in the 3rd inning. And courtesy runner for Blake Burchell is the smallest player, has to be, in this tournament. My goodness.
Courtesy runner number 15, Grayson Burchell.
That is, wow. Grayson Burchell. Over at first. $13 old, Grayson Burchell. Thank you, Dick. His lead off first base. It's a ball to William Schaefer. It's 1-0. 2 outs in the inning. The runner on first base. And Van Hoos's pitch. Off speed for a ball. Short lead for Burchell over at first to inside. It's ball 2. And Van Hoos. That's actually ball 3. A 3-0 hole now on Schaefer. The pitch is in there for a strike. 2 runs have scored in the inning. It's 4-0 Saegertown. 3 balls and a strike on Schaefer. And this one is grounded towards second. Fielded there nicely and over to first base. Force gets him. We have played 2.5. We head to the bottom of the 3rd. It's 4-0 Saegertown on Miranda Digital TV.
It's time to change the game. Force Turf Solutions is an innovative and experienced synthetic turf company that specializes in the design, installation, and conversions of sports fields and complexes throughout the United States through a strategic partnership with Shaw Sports Turf. If you're building a new field, converting an existing field, or replacing an existing synthetic turf field, then reach out to Force Turf Solutions. Community sports complexes, high school, college, and professional fields. For more information, go to forceturfsolutions.com.
Hi, it's Brian from SeaWorld Satellites, your Dish Premier local retailer. Upgrade to Dish from DirecTV and get a $300 prepaid MasterCard. Just mention offer code DTV2DISH. Come in or call us today at 724-463-3200, extension 122 to learn more and make the switch to Dish. That's 724-463-3200, extension 122.
Offer ends 11/13/23. Eligibility requirements and restrictions apply. Call for full details.
At IRMC, we have all of the necessary pieces in place to perform complex operations, including highly skilled and specially trained surgeons, their support team of experts, and advanced technology like the Da Vinci robotic surgical system. As a result, patients spend less time in the hospital, recover faster, and get treated close to home. So there's no reason to puzzle over where you should get your surgical care. The answer is right here at IRMC.
Hunter Kunkel steps to the plate in the bottom of the 3rd inning with S.W. Jack trailing 4-0. Kunkel, the catcher, did not play on Friday. Yesterday, Hunter was 1 for 2 with a walk and a run scored. He doubled in that game. It's a 1-1 count from Blake Burchell. Inside, 2 balls. Actually, that's a called strike. Okay. A ball and 2 strikes on Kunkel. And the curveball is chopped foul. He stays alive. Two in the first, 2 in the 3rd for Saegertown. None yet for S.W. Jack. Kunkel, the leadoff hitter, will take a ball. And it's 2-2. Marco Cosentino waits on deck. Inside for ball 3. And Burchell's 3-2 pitch is ball 4. Second base runner of the afternoon for SW Jack, the first walk issued by Burchell. It'll bring up Rocco Cosentino.
Batting ninth, center fielder, number 11, Rocco Cosentino.
1 for 3 with a bunt single and a walk on Friday, and in yesterday's game, Rocco was 0 for 2 with a walk. Left-handed hitter, runner on first, a short lead for Kunkel, fouled out of play left side. That one's over to the neighbor's yard. How's your relationship with the neighbors?
It's management. We probably have a couple dozen from the tournament already.
They're selling used baseballs over there. No balls and a strike. Change of balls here. Well, I think John and I have been here long enough that we're now lifetime members of the Homer City Boosters. Nick, how about that? It's a big, busy weekend. The 0-1. Squared around and pulled the bat back. It's a ball and a strike now on Cosentino. Diving back in once more is Kunkel. Here's the pitch, and that is a curve ball in there for a strike. And this one is grounded sharply toward first, off of the glove of the first baseman. That's a nice play there. The first baseman, Tyler Chirpak, couldn't handle that ball and didn't know where it was. It went off his glove, bounced high in the air, and Everett Gardner stuck with it, fielded it, and threw him out at first. That's a great play by Gardner. Kunkel will move down to second base on a really sharply hit ball by Cosentino. I guess that goes 3-4-3. And Caden Force comes to the plate, grounded out to second, his first time up. Pitch, will dance out of the way of that one. Caden has a runner on second base. He'd love to drive him in and put SW Jack on the board this afternoon. And check swing. A little dribbler toward first, fielded there by Chirpak. So on the check swing, he's out 3-0, and Kunkel will head down to third base for Ethan Shank. A hard single, his first time up. 2 outs now here in the bottom of the third inning. 4-0, Saegertown with the lead. And Shank takes a strike on the inside corner. The 0-1 grounded to short. Fielded there cleanly over to first and almost drew him off, but it is the out. It goes 6-3, and that will end the third inning. Saegertown leading SW Jack 4-0. It's PA Youth Legion Western Regional Baseball here on Renda Digital TV.
Penn Mechanical Group has local opportunities for you and they are hiring. Penn Mechanical Group is a full-service contractor for the natural gas and oil field industry, and they're looking for talented, hardworking individuals for their team. If you're an equipment operator, rig hand, wireline operator, CDL Class A and B, triaxle drivers, they want to talk to you. PMG has local positions that need to be filled right now. Home base is right here in Indiana. Competitive pay, health benefits, PTO, paid holidays, 401k, and more. Apply online at pennmechanicalgroup.com. pennmechanicalgroup.com.
Milk every moment.
We're back at First Commonwealth Bank Field. It is 4-0 Saegertown in game 1 of 2 here on Renda Digital TV. In Anaheim this afternoon, the Pirates are trailing in the 5th inning, 2-1 to the Angels.
Right fielder number 14, Levi Gardner.
First inning home runs, Brian Reynolds of the Pirates, Shohei Ohtani of the Angels. And they have added another run off Mitch Keller, so the Angels leading the Pirates in the 5th, 2-1. Here it is 4-0 Saegertown as we head to the top of the 4th inning, and Sully Van Hoos works his 4th. And the batter, this right fielder Levi Gardner for Saegertown, 0 for 1. And Gardner will take inside. 2 balls and no strikes. Gardner, Blake Leslie, and Tyler Chirpak, the scheduled hitters. And the 2-0 is a swinging strike. It's 2 balls and a strike on Gardner. Action earlier today, a 12-1 win for Penn Trafford over Mill Creek, as it's ball 3 to Gardner. And a 9-4 win for Monroeville over Edinburgh. Van Hoos's pitch swung on and missed. And it's 3-2 now on the leadoff hitter Gardner. Struck out swinging in the 2nd inning. 3 balls, 2 strikes here. And grounded into the hole. No, it's not. It's cut off nicely at third base, and the throw over. Okapal with a nice play and a good scoop by Stallman, and one away. It's a pretty looking play there by S.W. Jack. I thought that ball was going to make it through. Blake Leslie walked in the first, ended up at third base, but could not come home. And he'll take a strike. Van Hoos at 69 pitches here in the top of the 4th. A ball and a strike now on Leslie. And that's a called strike. It's 1-2. One out in the inning. Here's the pitch. Fastball up high, and he swung through it. So a little bit of a chase there by Leslie, and he's the 2nd out of the inning. A little extra smoke on it there from Mr. Van Hoos. It brings up Chirpak.
First baseman, number 2, Tyler Chirpak.
There's not been a 3-up, 3-down inning, but there's a chance for one here with Chirpak, the first baseman, who will take a strike. Singled in the 2nd and was caught stealing. And that's strike two. He was scooting out of the way there, but the pitch was in the zone. No balls and 2 strikes with 2 outs. And Van Hoos off speed, and it's 1-2. That's down low, 2 balls, 2 strikes. The windup by Van Hoos is way high and a full count, so he was ahead in the count, but now he falls behind 3-2. Here's the payoff. Swung on and missed, strike 3, and that'll end the inning. For Van Hoos, 7 strikeouts. We played 3.5, and it is 4-0 Saegertown. And you're watching Western Regional Youth Legion Baseball here on Renda Digital TV.
So what sets S&T apart from other financial institutions is that they are visionary. Now, we understand that it is partially about the numbers, but they know it's not just about the numbers. It's about the management team, it's about the strategic and business plan, it's about how the team is going to execute on that. In short, S&T gets it. Quite honestly, we couldn't have done it without S&T.
Bad hair day? Bad day at the office? Bad day behind the wheel? Hey, stuff happens, even to the best of us. At least your car insurance rate doesn't have to take a hit. Get Erie Rate Lock from Erie Insurance. Gives you a great rate that stays put until you change a car, driver, or your address. Plus, seriously good service. Now that's something to smile about.
Your local Erie agent is William G. Meckling Insurance Agency. Get a quote at 724-465-4261 or visit mecklinginsurance.com.
Erie Rate Lock does not guarantee continued insurance coverage and is not available in all states.
The Homer City American Legion Post 493, a longtime backer of our local teams and a proud supporter of American Legion Baseball, is pleased to be part of today's playoff baseball games and wishes the best of luck to all the athletes participating. Homer City American Legion Post 493 has served Homer City and our veterans for more than half a century. They're a staple of the community and believe in giving back. So have fun today, teams, from your friends at the Homer City American Legion Post 493.
The bottom of the 4th inning, and SW Jack trailing 4-0 to Saegertown as Parker Stallman steps in and takes a strike. The SW Jack first baseman fouled out to third base in the first. And this one is hit into left field. Calling for it, making the catch is Luke Young. 1 away. IRMC at Chestnut Ridge is urgent care next to the Chestnut Ridge Golf Resort and Conference Center. It's open 7 days a week, 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. for the treatment of minor injuries, minor illnesses, sort of things that aren't necessarily medical emergencies but do require medical attention. And so please do check them out. IRMC at Chestnut Ridge. Get in, get out, and get better. First pitch swinging for Van Hoos. The chopper gets off of the glove of the pitcher. And not able to collect it in time is Blake Burchell. And it's an infield single for Van Hoos. Second hit of the afternoon for SW Jack, a runner on first with 1 out for Brock Lewis, a fly out to left field his first time up. Throw over to first base, and diving back in is Van Hoos. Almost caught him, but he got there to the consternation of the Saegertown fans. And that is a strike actually. I heard him say strike, but he didn't signal it. It does go up on the board as a strike. Throw over again, and Van Hoos is back. A little between pitch throw over. And now umpire Brian Burns is laying down the law there. with the pitcher's motions. And a few words are had. Home plate umpire is brought into the discussion, Kevin Shirley. But we're ready to go, and the first pitch is a ball now to Brock Lewis. One and one, and the throw over. Van Hoos just a couple of steps off, and he steps back in. Lewis awaits the 1-1 pitch. This one is grounded towards short. Fielded there, over to first for one. Can't get him at first. It is a force play. Van Hoos is out 6-4. Lewis reaches on the fielder's choice. And Luke Rao comes to the plate. Strikeout victim in the second. 2 outs and a runner on first base. A 4-0 lead for Saegertown. They scored 2 in the first and 2 in the third. Rao now with Lewis on first base, and the pitch is off of his left elbow. So the hit by pitch will put runners on first and second. And bringing Ryan Okapal to the plate.
Third baseman number 32, Ryan Okapal.
First hit batsman of the afternoon. 2 outs here in the fourth. 4-0 Saegertown. And this one is chopped toward first. Fielded there. And racing over to get him at first is Tyler Chirpak, and that'll end the inning. We played 4. It's Saegertown 4. SW Jack nothing. You're watching PA Youth Legion Western Regional Baseball on Renda Digital TV.
Robindale and its affiliated companies are proud to be a sponsor of all student athletes in the area. For nearly 2 decades, Robindale has been cleaning up refuse coal piles that dot and scar the western Pennsylvania landscape. To reclimate and beautify these areas, Robindale believes deeply in safety, compliance, and community responsibility. If you would like to become a part of the Robindale team, you can contact them at 814-446-6700, extension 122, or see how Robindale can assist your business at robindale.com.
The Holsinger Clark and Armstrong Law Office is pleased to support and sponsor this year's playing of Junior Legion Baseball and wishes all of our area teams the best. The law firm of Holsinger Clark and Armstrong recognizes the importance of our youth involved in activities like sports that help build character and promote good social skills. And if you have questions regarding estate planning, real estate, and or family law, contact the Holsinger Clark and Armstrong Law Office, Philadelphia Street, Indiana, a proud supporter of community events.
Our ball game moves to the 5th inning with Saegertown leading SW Jack 4-0. Reese Wilkerson, the catcher, the leadoff hitter in the 5th for Saegertown, 0 for 1. He takes a strike, and the second pitch is a ball. Van Hoos, that's pitch number 80 for him, so he's getting down there toward the limit. And swung on and missed. It's a ball and 2 strikes on Wilkinson, Gardner, and Luke Young, scheduled hitters. Here in the 5th for Saegertown. The 1-2. Outside. 2 balls and 2 strikes. We mentioned IRMC at Chestnut Ridge. I'd like to remind you that with school sports coming up, the fall season's getting underway soon, IRMC at Chestnut Ridge is able to offer sports physicals, also work-related physicals as well if you have been required to get one of those. No appointment necessary. You can also get your physical at the main campus at the walk-in clinic at the Indiana Regional Medical Center. So get you checked out. Make sure that you are good to go. It's a 4-pitch, or not a 4-pitch walk, but it is a walk to Reese Wilkinson. He's on first as the leadoff hitter. Everett Gardner, the second baseman, reached on an error in the second inning, and he bunts this one foul. Actually, that was the third. So a bunt foul, no balls and a strike with a runner on first. Saegertown in this game, 4 runs on 3 hits. This is outside to Gardner. For SW Jack, no runs on 2 hits. 2 errors for SW Jack. For Saegertown, they've been clean in the field. This is a line drive into right field, a base hit for Gardner. And Wilkinson will round second base and head on over to third. Well, Everett Gardner is one of the smaller guys you're going to see on this field. And he put a little jolt into that one, the single to right. His first hit, his second time on base. And we may be in for a pitching change here for the Drillers. Van Hoos is most likely headed over to first base. And we'll see who gets the ball. Parker Stallman will exchange his first baseman's mitt for another glove. There's a timeout on the field. We'll give you the changes when we're back. 4-0 Saegertown in the 5th. You're watching PA Youth Legion Western Regional Baseball on Renda Digital TV.
Penn Mechanical Group has local opportunities for you, and they are hiring. Penn Mechanical Group is a full-service contractor for the natural gas and oil field industry, and they're looking for talented, hardworking individuals for their team. If you're an equipment operator, rig hand, wireline operator, CDL Class A and B, triaxle drivers, they want to talk to you. PMG has local positions that need to be filled right now. Home base is right here in Indiana. Competitive pay, health benefits, PTO, paid holidays, 401k, and more. Apply online at pennmechanicalgroup.com. pennmechanicalgroup.com.
Milk every moment.
So what sets S&T apart from other financial institutions is that they are visionary. Now, we understand that it is partially about the numbers, but they know it's not just about the numbers. It's about the management team, it's about the strategic and business plan, it's about how the team is going to execute on that. In short, S&T gets it. Quite honestly, we couldn't have done it without S&T.
At IRMC, we have all of the necessary pieces in place to perform complex operations, including highly skilled and specially trained surgeons, their support team of experts, and advanced technology like the Da Vinci robotic surgical system. As a result, patients spend less time in the hospital, recover faster, and get treated close to home. So there's no reason to puzzle over where you should get your surgical care. The answer is right here at IRMC.
We'll give you the changes here. There have been substantial changes. As Luke Rowell comes on to pitch for SW Jack, and he will face Luke Young with runners on first and third, and nobody out here in the 5th. A 4-0 Saegertown lead. and fouled back by Young. For SW Jack,
Saegertown, left fielder number 11.
Caden Force moves from second to short. Ethan Shank from short to catcher. Parker Stallman from first out to left field. Sully Van Hoos is done on the mound, but he's over at first base now. And Hunter Kunkel moves from catcher out to second base. This is a ball. And Luke Rao, the pitcher. A ball and a strike to Young, who's 0 for 2 on the afternoon. Runner goes outside for a ball. And the throw down by Shank to third base. And the runner gets back. Gardner. So the stolen base for Gardner, I should say, Wilkinson, was pinch run for. And that's inside. Spinning out of the way is Young. Three balls and a strike now on Luke Young. And he'll swing and miss. Might have got a piece of that. 3-2. Grayson Burchell is the runner down at third base. Second and third, nobody out. A 3-2 pitch on the way to Young. Swings and misses at strike 3. Young goes down. And with Grayson Burchell on third base,
center fielder number 58,
Everett Gardner on second,
Burchell.
Wyatt Burchell and Blake Burchell, the next two scheduled hitters. Wyatt steps in there. 1 for 1 with a walk. He scored twice. Walked in the first, he singled in the third. He takes a strike from Luke Rao, and second pitch is a called strike 2. So no balls, 2 strikes. And the 0-2 pitch got him on the shoulder. Bases are loaded. So Wilkinson and Gardner are Van Hoos's responsibility. Burchell at first base.
Pitcher, number 24.
He belongs to Rao.
Burchell.
Blake Burchell to the plate now. 2 Burchells and a Gardner on base, and a Burchell at the plate. Blake Burchell walked and singled in this game. He scored a run. And that's inside for a ball. It is 4-0 Saegertown, batting in the 5th inning. Nobody out, or 1 out, I should say, and the base is loaded. Ball 1 to Blake Burchell. And he swings and misses. It's 1-1. It's a 70-mile-an-hour pitch from Rao. He works from the stretch, and this one is grounded foul. A ball and 2 strikes with 1 out. First of 2 games here on Renda Digital TV. Second game this afternoon, Murraysville against the Homer City Bears, post 493. This one is in foul territory just on the other side of the fence. Down the right side. Count remains 1-2 with 1 out. Some fans off to our left with their lawn chairs under the spreading trees, enjoying the shade this afternoon and watching this game. Here comes a 1-2 pitch. In the dirt, it's 2 balls and 2 strikes. Bases are loaded and nobody, 1 out here in the 5th inning. Saegertown leading 4-0. The stretch by Rao on the pitch. Grounded toward short. Fielded there. Force will go to third and get one out. The run will score. So Saegertown takes a 5-0 lead.
Number 23,
The out is recorded 6-5. It's 2 outs. Wyatt Burchell heads down to second base. Blake Burchell on first on the fielder's choice. And Saegertown now up 5-0 with 2 outs in the fifth. DeMarcus Manning is 0 for 2, and he's to the plate with runners on first and second. Luke Rao's delivery is all the way to the backstop. That one way inside, and the batter Manning just ducked underneath it. So the runners move up on the wild pitch. Second and third and 2 outs. 1-0 now to Manning. Outside. 2 balls and no strikes on the big third baseman for Saegertown. Here's the pitch. That's on the inside corner for a strike. It's 3 balls and a strike now on Manning. Rao. High pop-up. Rao is calling for it, and they let it go foul. It dropped between Shank and Rao, and I don't know who called the ball, but they were both contending for it, and while they were deciding, it fell in between the two of them. Thankfully for their sakes, it fell in foul territory, but it should have been the third out of the inning. It's another chance, though, here for Manning. And this pitch, he takes advantage of that chance. He drives it into center field, the base hit. 1 run is in. Here comes the second run. And the throw down will get away from Shank and all the way to the backstop. So it's a 2-run single for Manning. Both of the Burchells on base have scored. Manning moves down to second on the error on the throw. And 3 runs in the inning. It is 7-0.
Shortstop, number 6, William
Saegertown
Schaefer.
leads the game. William Schaefer 0 for 2 to the plate. Ball 1. Swing and a miss. It is 1-1 on Schaefer. 2 groundouts for the shortstop of Saegertown. Rao's pitch. Off speed for a ball. It's 2-1. Saegertown has scored 3 times in the inning. Scored twice in the first and twice in the third. Here in the fifth, the odd numbers innings have not been kind to SW Jack. There's a strike. 2-2. 2 in the first, 2 in the third, 3 here in the fifth. And the pitch. That is up high. Oh, that is strike 3.
Fans, today,
the called strike
Sunday,
will end the inning.
We'd like to ask both teams to stand on the warning
and
track
the tradition
in front of
here
their dugout.
at First Commonwealth Bank Field.
Since
It's a Sunday,
9/11,
and it
every
is
Sunday, Major League Baseball is always
fifth inning of the
remembered
game, so
tragic
let's turn it over to public
events.
address announcer Mark Burdick.
Won by singing America the Beautiful during the 7th inning stretch. We'll do it here in the 5th inning stretch at First Commonwealth Bank Field is today American Legion Baseball, and the Homer City Area Athletic Booster Club remembers our fallen heroes and our veterans. And we ask that you join us for singing America the Beautiful, joining with Pittsburgh's own, the late B.E. Taylor.
America the Beautiful, performed by B.E. Taylor.
And now joining us,
we have played
to the ball game.
4.5. We head to the bottom half of the fifth inning. It is 7-0 Saegertown on Renda Digital TV.
It's time to change the game. Force Turf Solutions is an innovative and experienced synthetic turf company that specializes in the design, installation, and conversions of sports fields and complexes throughout the United States through a strategic partnership with Shaw Sports Turf. If you're building a new field, converting an existing field, or replacing an existing synthetic turf field, then reach out to Force Turf Solutions. Community sports complexes, high school, college, and professional fields. For more information, go to forceturfsolutions.com.
Hi, it's Brian from SeaWorld Satellites, your Dish Premier local retailer. Upgrade to Dish from DirecTV and get a $300 prepaid MasterCard. Just mention offer code DTV2DISH. Come in or call us today at 724-463-3200, extension 122 to learn more and make the switch to Dish. That's 724-463-3200, extension 122.
Offer ends 11/13/23. Eligibility requirements and restrictions apply. Call for full details.
At IRMC, we have all of the necessary pieces in place to perform complex operations, including highly skilled and specially trained surgeons, their support team of experts, and advanced technology like the Da Vinci robotic surgical system. As a result, patients spend less time in the hospital, recover faster, and get treated close to home. So there's no reason to puzzle over where you should get your surgical care. The answer is right here at IRMC.
The bottom of the fifth inning, 1-1 count to Hunter Kunkel of SW Jack. 7-0 Saegertown leads it. And that is a called strike three, so the first pitch was a strike. And Kunkel is the first out of the fifth. That's the third strikeout of the afternoon by Blake Burchell. The pitcher for Saegertown, Rocco Cosentino, comes to the plate. Interesting play by Rocco, his first time up. A hard shot that went off the glove of the first baseman, bounced high to the second baseman, who then threw to the first baseman. It went 3-4-3 for the out. A ball and no strikes on Rocco. And Burchell's pitch is outside. It's 2-0. One out in the fifth. And the scoreboard was wrong, and so that was ball four. He's working so darn fast. It's easy to see how they might not keep up with it. Runner on first and one out. SW Jack with 2 hits on the afternoon. This throw over will roll slowly away from the first baseman. So 2 hits, 2 walks, and a hit batsman. And this one is a line drive into right field for the base hit for Caden Force. And runners on first and second with 1 out for Ethan Shank. Soft line drive eludes the second baseman, Gardner.
Number 31, Ethan Shank.
Ethan Shank singled, hard hit up the middle in the first inning, a ground out to short his second time up. He's 1 for 2. He bats with runners on first and second, 1 out here in the 5th. And SW Jack in a 7-0 hole. He'll take a strike. The 56th pitch of the afternoon for Burchell. That's a ball. Here's a 1-1. And that's a ball. 2-1 now on Ethan Shank. And this is up and in. 3 balls and a strike on Shank. Runners on first and second. When you're trailing 7-0, you need base runners. And well, here's an opportunity for SW Jack to get on the board. And the pitch is, called a strike. Ethan thought he had ball 4 there. But the count goes full now. Shank started the game at shortstop. He's playing catcher now. A 3-2 pitch on the way, and he'll foul it out of play. Fifth inning action, and it is 7-0 Saegertown. Another 3-2 pitch coming to Ethan Shank, and that is it. Called strike 3. Okay. 2 away. Ethan flinched to, it looked like, avoid getting hit, but that caught the inside of the plate, and it is the second out of the inning. The second called strike 3. Parker Stallman will step to the plate. With 2 outs and runners on first and second, he'll foul off the first pitch. Stallman 0 for 2, fouled out to third base, and a fly out to left field. The lefty is in there again. And he'll take it inside for a ball. 2 right center gap doubles for Stallman yesterday in the game against Mill Creek. He'll foul this one out of play left side. And do we need some baseballs? And we evidently are out.
Another one. 2 more.
A couple of more coming onto the field. Well, Davey had the underarm thing there. He almost didn't get that second one over. He was running out of gas on that third one. 1 and 2 and 2 outs. Stallman ready to step back in. 2 on, the pitch coming from Blake Burchell. Fouled away again. Grab a few more baseballs, Dave. We might need them. Boy, is this inning slowed down. A ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs. The pitch is chopped foul this time. Kept this one in the field of play. So it's a battle here for Parker Stallman, staying alive against Blake Burchell. Here's the pitch. That is up high and outside. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. 7-0 Saegertown leads it here in the 5th inning. That is inside and gets away all the way to the backstop. Count goes full, runners move up on the wild pitch. First of those on the afternoon for Burchell. He's run into a trouble spot here. 2 outs, the pitch. Lifted it towards center, and that'll get down. The center fielder dives for it, and the ball's going to roll all the way to the fence. Stallman to second base with the double. 2 runs in. And S.W. Jack is on the board and pulled it within 5 runs. 7-2 Saegertown. Wyatt Burchell made the diving attempt there. And with no one behind him, that ball could roll all the way to the fence. So Cosentino and Force come in to score. And the double for Stallman. And the 2 RBIs. Van Hoos will step in with a runner in scoring position.
Number 16, Sully Van Hoos.
He's 1 for 2 with a single. And pops this one up. Shortstop Schaefer will make the catch. And that'll win the inning. 2-run score. And S.W. Jack on 2 hits. Pulls to within 5 runs. 7-2 at the end of 5. Saegertown the lead. You're watching Western Regional Baseball on Renda Digital TV.
Penn Mechanical Group has local opportunities for you, and they are hiring. Penn Mechanical Group is a full-service contractor for the natural gas and oil field industry, and they're looking for talented, hardworking individuals for their team. If you're an equipment operator, rig hand, wireline operator, CDL Class A and B, triaxle drivers, they want to talk to you. PMG has local positions that need to be filled right now. Home base is right here in Indiana. Competitive pay, health benefits, PTO, paid holidays, 401k, and more. Apply online at pennmechanicalgroup.com. pennmechanicalgroup.com.
Milk every moment.
So what sets S&T apart from other financial institutions is that they are visionary. Now, we understand that it is partially about the numbers, but they know it's not just about the numbers. It's about the management team, it's about the strategic and business plan, it's about how the team is going to execute on that. In short, S&T gets it. Quite honestly, we couldn't have done it without S&T.
Levi Gardner leads off for Saegertown here in the top of the 6th inning. A first pitch swing, a pop foul, and that'll be caught by Ethan Shank. 1 away. Saegertown leading it 7-2.
Extra hitter, number 10, Blake Leslie.
Blake Leslie comes to the plate 0 for 1 with a walk. It's outside from Luke Rao, who works in his 2nd inning. Actually, his 3rd inning of work. Came in the 4th. He pitches here in the 6th. 2 balls and no strikes on Leslie. That's a strike. It's 2-1. Grounded to short. Fielded there and over to first for the out. Play made there by Caden Force, who moved over from second to short a couple of innings ago. Tyler Cherpak will be the hitter.
Number 2.
1 for 2
Cherpak.
on the afternoon. No balls and a strike on Cherpak, a left-handed hitter. Rao the delivery. And that's down low for a ball. Popped up and out of play. Get you some numbers on Sullivan Hoos, the starter for SW Jack. Foul tip, and Shank can't hold on to it. 1 and 2. Van Hoos on the afternoon. 4+ innings. 4 runs, 2 earned, 4 hits, struck out 7, walked 3. Relieved in the 4th by Rao. And he'll get the swinging strikeout of Tyler Cherpak, and we move to the bottom of the 6th. It is 7-2. Saegertown the lead. You're watching PA Youth Legion Western Regional Baseball on Renda Digital TV.
The Holsinger, Clark, and Armstrong Law Office is pleased to support and sponsor this year's playing of Junior Legion Baseball and wishes all of our area teams the best. The law firm of Holsinger, Clark, and Armstrong recognizes the importance of our youth involved in activities like sports that help build character and promote good social skills. And if you have questions regarding estate planning, real estate, and or family law, contact the Holsinger, Clark, and Armstrong Law Office, Philadelphia Street, Indiana, a proud supporter of community events.
Bad hair day? Bad day at the office? Bad day behind the wheel? Hey, stuff happens, even to the best of us. At least your car insurance rate doesn't have to take a hit. Get Erie Rate Lock from Erie Insurance. Gives you a great rate that stays put until you change a car, driver, or your address. Plus, seriously good service. Now that's something to smile about.
Your local Erie agent is William G. Meckling Insurance Agency. Get a quote at 724-465-4261 or visit mecklinginsurance.com.
Erie Rate Lock does not guarantee continued insurance coverage and is not available in all states.
The Homer City American Legion Post 493, a longtime backer of our local teams and a proud supporter of American Legion Baseball, is pleased to be part of today's playoff baseball games and wishes the best of luck to all the athletes participating. Homer City American Legion Post 493 has served Homer City and our veterans for more than half a century. They're a staple of the community and believe in giving back. So have fun today, teams, from your friends at the Homer City American Legion Post 493.
We are back at First Commonwealth Bank Field, where the ball game heads to the bottom of the 6th inning with SW Jack trailing 7-2 to Saegertown. Brock Lewis will step in for the Drillers and line the first pitch off the fence in foul territory off the left side. No balls and a strike. And that is inside, and it will hit the batter. So Brock Lewis is hit by a pitch. He'll get down to first. It's another hit by pitch. That's the second of the afternoon. Saegertown with an interesting move.
Luke Rouse.
They brought their right fielder, Levi Gardner, in to catch. He's a left-handed catcher, and their catcher, Reese Wilkinson, went out to right. Luke Rao will foul the first pitch off.
Change, moving from right field to catcher. Number 14, Levi Gardner, moving from catcher to right field. Number 18, Reese Wilkinson.
Throw over to first, and the runner dives back in. Lewis hit by the pitch. Rao now the pitcher for the Drillers. He'll foul this one out of play. Luke is 0 for 1. He was hit by a pitch his last time up. He's in there again. Here's an 0-2 pitch, and that's up high for a ball. Pitch count now 77 on Burchell. And this one is a high drive to left field, driving the left fielder all the way back, and he does not haul that one in. Luke Young, the runner had to hold, and that'll be a very, very long single for Luke Rao, as Brock Lewis had to wait to see if that would be caught. It was not. So Luke Rao gets it over the head of Luke Young, and runners on first and second with nobody out for Ryan Okapal, 0 for 2. Inside. And timeout called, and here comes the Saegertown coach manager. And we'll see if he's going to pull this pitcher. Brandon Goss, or Gauss, continues to talk to Blake Burchell, who has thrown 79 pitches this afternoon. The limit is 95, and he will remain in there. It's a ball and no strikes on Ryan Okapal. Runners on first and second, and nobody out here in the sixth, with SW Jack trailing 7-2. Out of the stretch, here's Burchell's pitch, and that is inside for ball 2 on Okapal. Kunkel waits on deck. And there's a called strike. 2 balls and a strike now on the third baseman, Okapal. And the pitch, chopped toward short, fielded there. He'll go to second and get 1. And then the throw over to first base gets away from the first baseman, and the run will come in and score. So should have held on to the baseball and did not. Lewis will score on the error on the second baseman on the throw. Rao is out at second. It goes 6-4. Okapal to first on the fielder's choice, and it is 7-3. Hunter Kunkel to the plate. 0 for 1 with a walk. Throw over to first base. 1 out. Runner on first. Do they want to try to move Okapal? We've got a new catcher in there and a left-handed catcher. Pitch was a strike to Kunkel. And he'll swing and miss at strike 2. Cosentino waiting on deck. 84 the pitch count now on Burchell. And here's the pitch. It's up high for a ball. 1-2 now on Kunkel. The inning started with Lewis being hit by a pitch. And that is a called strike 3. Kunkel goes down. He becomes the second out of the inning. The long single on the fly ball by Luke Rao. He was erased on the fielder's choice. The error brought home the run. And it's 7-3. Cosentino comes to the plate with a runner on first. And he will take a ball. Rocco is 0 for 1, a walk and a run scored. Pitch is a strike, it's 1-1. Diving back to first on the throw over is Okapal. 7th inning action. And Cosentino swings through. Foul tip. A ball and 2 strikes on the SW Jack Drillers center fielder. Game 1 of 2 here on Renda Digital TV. Here's the pitch. Outside, 2-2. Awaits the delivery, grounds this one toward first and into right field. That's a base hit. Okapal rounds the bag, but then scoots back into second base. Second hit of the inning, and the first hit of the afternoon for Rocco Cosentino. Runners on first and second now, and 2 outs. And we're going to get a pitching change now. He's at 91 pitches as Caden Force is set to come to the plate. So for Saegertown, we'll hold it to make sure there's a pitching change here. Or do they leave him in? You can make more than 2 trips to the... You got to come out? I didn't know if that rule was the same here as in other places, but he does have to come out as on the second mound visit. And so a pitching change coming. It is 7-3. Saegertown the lead. 2 outs in the 6th. We'll give you the changes when we return here on Renda Digital TV.
Bad hair day? Bad day at the office? Bad day behind the wheel? Hey, stuff happens, even to the best of us. At least your car insurance rate doesn't have to take a hit. Get Erie Rate Lock from Erie Insurance. Gives you a great rate that stays put until you change a car, driver, or your address. Plus, seriously good service. Now that's something to smile about.
Your local Erie agent is William G. Meckling Insurance Agency. Get a quote at 724-465-4261 or visit mecklinginsurance.com.
Erie Rate Lock does not guarantee continued insurance coverage and is not available in all states.
The Homer City American Legion Post 493, a longtime backer of our local teams and a proud supporter of American Legion Baseball, is pleased to be part of today's playoff baseball games and wishes the best of luck to all the athletes participating. Homer City American Legion Post 493 has served Homer City and our veterans for more than half a century. They're a staple of the community and believe in giving back. So have fun today, teams, from your friends at the Homer City American Legion Post 493.
Robindale and its affiliated companies are proud to be a sponsor of all student athletes in the area. For nearly 2 decades, Robindale has been cleaning up refuse coal piles that dot and scar the western Pennsylvania landscape. To reclimate and beautify these areas, Robindale believes deeply in safety, compliance, and community responsibility. If you would like to become a part of the Robindale team, you can contact them at 814-446-6700, extension 122, or see how Robindale can assist your business at robindale.com.
We are back at First Commonwealth Bank Field. It is a 1-for-1 switch. The pitcher, Blake Burchell, will head over to first base for Saegertown, and the first baseman, Tyler Chirpak, the left-hander, will come on to pitch. 2 outs here in the 6th. 1 run is in, and runners on first and second for SW Jack. The inning started with a hit by pitch. Lewis on first base. And then Luke Rao singled. Runners on first and second. Rao was forced on a ground ball. And on that ground ball, fielder's choice. The run came in and scored on an error on the throw by the second baseman. Cosentino then with a single. First and second now, and Caden Force bats against Chirpak. And fouls off the first pitch. No balls and a strike. 2 outs, and it's inside for a ball. Caden Force this afternoon is 1 for 3 with a run scored. Singled his last time up in the 5th. He bats here in the 6th with 2 outs. Does SW Jack have enough left? Outside for a ball. Two and one on Force. Chirpak's pitch is outside. 3 balls and a strike. No pitching numbers on Chirpak. Whose catcher will go out and speak with him. Left-handed throwing catcher. If you wanted to risk a steal here, it would be awful difficult for a left-handed catcher to throw it down to third base. To put 2 into scoring position. This is a ground ball to short. Fielded there. Scoop over to second, and that'll end the inning. So we played 6. It is Saegertown 7 and SW Jack 3. You're watching PA Youth Legion Western Regional Baseball on Renda Digital TV.
At IRMC, we have all of the necessary pieces in place to perform complex operations, including highly skilled and specially trained surgeons, their support team of experts, and advanced technology like the Da Vinci robotic surgical system. As a result, patients spend less time in the hospital, recover faster, and get treated close to home. So there's no reason to puzzle over where you should get your surgical care. The answer is right here at IRMC.
Bad hair day? Bad day at the office? Bad day behind the wheel? Hey, stuff happens, even to the best of us. At least your car insurance rate doesn't have to take a hit. Get Erie Rate Lock from Erie Insurance. Gives you a great rate that stays put until you change a car, driver, or your address. Plus, seriously good service. Now that's something to smile about.
Your local Erie agent is William G. Meckling Insurance Agency. Get a quote at 724-465-4261 or visit mecklinginsurance.com.
Erie Rate Lock does not guarantee continued insurance coverage and is not available in all states.
Give you some of the numbers here on Blake Burchell. He goes 5 2/3 innings. He gives up 3 runs, 2 earned, 6 hits. He struck out 5. He walked 2. He hit 2 batters. And let's check the wild pitch count. I don't believe there were more than 2. I've got him with just 1 wild pitch.
For Saegertown.
So Saegertown takes a 7-3 lead here into the 7th inning. They'll put Reese Wilkinson, the right fielder, to the plate. He is 0 for 1 with a walk and a run scored, and he fouls the first pitch out of play from Luke Rao. The 9, 10, and 1 hitters scheduled up for Saegertown. Swing and a miss, and it's strike 2 on Wilkinson. The 0-2 pitch from Rao. Check swing, he held up. And it's 1-2. Here's the 1-2 pitch. And grounded sharply and foul. Down the left side. IRMC at Chestnut Ridge. That's urgent care next to the Chestnut Ridge Golf Resort and Conference Center. Still open 7 days a week, 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. The lab is also open 7 days a week. And other services offered there within that building. IRMC dermatology is there. There's pediatric office as well. Physical therapy services. But urgent care is the main focus of that wonderful facility right next to the Chestnut Ridge Golf Resort and Conference Center. IRMC at Chestnut Ridge. Get in, get out, and get better. 3D mammography also available there, ladies. Get that thing scheduled, would you? A ball and 2 strikes in the dirt. It's 2-2 now on the leadoff hitter, Wilkinson. Rao was out ahead 0-2, and now it's 2-2. Here's the pitch, and it's up high. The count goes full. Everett Gardner waits on deck. Here's the pitch from Rao. Grounded to third. Fielded there on a bad hop, and a good strong throw by Okapal to throw out Wilkinson, one away. Gardner's reached base twice, first on an error and then a sharp single to right field.
Second baseman, number 33, Everett Gardner.
He's also got a stolen base and a run scored this afternoon. Gardner is a skinny little guy, but he spanked it hard his last time up. He'll foul this one off. "15-year-old. No balls and a strike with 1 out. And the pitch from Rao is on the inside corner. It's 0-2. Rao, the windup in the pitch. And that's a line drive into center field. Another base hit. Gardner continues to swing a good stick. His second hit of the afternoon, his third time on base. And he did that on an 0-2 pitch. Luke Young 0 for 3.
Number 11, Luke Young.
Steps to the plate for Saegertown. They lead at 7-3 here in the 7th inning. Here's the pitch from Rao. It's outside for a ball. Luke trying to keep his team within 4 runs as we head to the bottom of the 7th. 1-0 pitch is down low, and it's 2 balls and no strikes now on Luke Young. Luke Rao pitching to Luke Young with the Birchall boys waiting on deck. Throw over again. Gardner is back. Pitch from Sully Van Hoos was over the head of Rao, rolled right to Okapal over their third base. Gardner did not advance. 2-0 now on Luke Young. Ball 3. Three balls, no strikes on the left fielder for Saegertown, and he'll drive this one right back through the box. Rao will lean back, Matrix style, lets it get through for the base hit. Almost took out his midsection. Hard base hit there for Luke Young, his first hit of the afternoon. Second hit of the inning, Wyatt Birchall to the plate. Walked, singled, and was hit by a pitch, and he'll lift the first pitch into center field, where Cosentino will haul it in. Runner tags and heads to third, and the throw in is off the line. Both runners will move up. On the deep fly ball. Young to second, Gardner
Number 24.
to third base. Second and third for Blake Burchell. Walked, singled, and reached on a fielder's choice. He's scored 2 runs this afternoon. 2 outs now, and Rao's pitch to Burchell, who is the pitcher of record for Saegertown, is ball. Here's the 1-0. Blocked by Shank, and it is 2-0 now. On Blake Burchell, DeMarcus Manning waiting on deck. 2 outs in the 7th, 7-3 Saegertown, and the windup coming from Rao. Here it is. Grounded towards short. Fielded there, over to first base, and not in time. Beating it out on the infield single and driving in the run is Blake Burchell. Into the hole at short.
Third baseman, number 23.
And Caden Force's throw is not able to get over in time. First and third now, the RBI single is the second hit of the afternoon for Blake Burchell. His 3rd run driven in this afternoon. It is 8-3. DeMarcus Manning comes to the plate, 1 for 3. Here's the pitch. It's a ball and a strike on Manning, the third baseman. This one is a high fly ball into shallow right field. Sully Van Hoos gives chase. It falls, and I believe that's a fair ball. It is. Van Hoos could not get to it. That's a single. And the run scores as Young comes in.
The shortstop, number 6, William Schaefer.
Blake Burchell ends up at third. The single by DeMarcus Manning drives in the run, his 3rd RBI of the afternoon. It's 9-3 now. And William Schaefer 0 for 3 to the plate. That was just put in a really tough place for Sully to get to. Especially looking right up into that sun as he headed out toward right field. This one is grounded foul. No balls and 2 strikes on Schaefer. Rao the pitch. Lifted into center field. Cosentino is there to record the 3rd out of the inning. But 2-run score for Saegertown, and we head to the bottom of the 7th inning. They lead it 9-3. And you're watching PA Youth Legion Western Regional action on Renda Digital TV.
It's time to change the game. Force Turf Solutions is an innovative and experienced synthetic turf company that specializes in the design, installation, and conversions of sports fields and complexes throughout the United States through a strategic partnership with Shaw Sports Turf. If you're building a new field, converting an existing field, or replacing an existing synthetic turf field, then reach out to Force Turf Solutions. Community sports complexes, high school, college, and professional fields. For more information, go to forceturfsolutions.com.
Hi, it's Brian from SeaWorld Satellites, your Dish Premier local retailer. Upgrade to Dish from DirecTV and get a $300 prepaid MasterCard. Just mention offer code DTV2DISH. Come in or call us today at 724-463-3200, extension 122 to learn more and make the switch to Dish. That's 724-463-3200, extension 122.
Offer ends 11/13/23. Eligibility requirements and restrictions apply. Call for full detail.
At IRMC, we have all of the necessary pieces in place to perform complex operations, including highly skilled and specially trained surgeons, their support team of experts, and advanced technology like the Da Vinci robotic surgical system. As a result, patients spend less time in the hospital, recover faster, and get treated close to home. So there's no reason to puzzle over where you should get your surgical care. The answer is right here at IRMC.
We're back, and we work the bottom of the 7th inning with Saegertown leading SW Jack 9-3. And a last chance for the Drillers in this Youth Legion Western Regional. Adding up some numbers here for Luke Rao on the mound.
For Indiana, the catcher, number 31, Ethan Shank.
Struck out 5. Ethan Shank will come to the plate. And he will take a strike. Shank is 1 for 3, singled in the first. And up high for a ball. Second inning of work for Tyler Cherpak. 1-1 to Shank. And he'll ground it to short. And right through the legs. Reaching on the error is Shank, the first error of the afternoon on Saegertown. Parker Stallman will come to the plate. 1 for 3 with a double.
24, Parker Stallman.
Throw over to first, and leaping to try to make that catch was Blake Burchell, and both the runner and the fielder are down and injured. Burchell gets up limping. He had to leap over the body of Shank as he dived in, and I think his foot might have hit Ethan in the head. And then he came down awkwardly, did Burchell. I think he's going to be okay. He's limping away. And Ethan Shank being attended to. I think he'll be okay as well. One of the things that plays into all of this is SW Jack only has 9 guys here. So he can't come out unless he is seriously injured. He's going to stay in. Could have been a disaster going there. Still looking at the numbers for Luke Rao. A walk and a hit batsman for Luke. And we've got a balk call that will put Shank down to second base. So Stallman with a runner in scoring position. And Parker awaits the pitch from the lefty Cherpak and fouls it out of play left side. 9-3 Saegertown. They've scored all of their runs in the odd numbers innings. 2 in the first, 1 in the third, or 2 in the third, 3 in the fifth, and 2 in the seventh. This pitch is a ball. 1-1 to Parker Stallman. Started the game at first base, now in left field. Cherpak looks for the sign. Stretch in the pitch. And this one is lifted into shallow left field, and giving chase and unable to haul it in is the third baseman, DeMarcus Manning. So it falls for a single, but the runner cannot advance. Again, it's the second time today where we've had a runner that couldn't advance on a hit because you just didn't know if that ball was going to be caught. So it is a single for Stallman. Runners on first and second for Van Hoos.
First baseman, number 16, Sully Van Hoos.
Sully is 1 for 3 on the afternoon with a base hit. Nobody out and 2 on. Fouled out of play right side. Sully's knocked a few over the fence, both in high school and Youth Legion baseball this year. And he'll take it inside. Ball bounces away from the catcher. The runners do move up now. On the wild pitch, second and third with nobody out. So a bit of a struggle to get out of the seventh for Saegertown, whose players evidently don't realize that I have to get up early tomorrow. Here's a 1-1. That's a called strike on Van Hoos. The 1-2, that is lifted into left field. Caught there by Young. The runner will come home. It's a sacrifice fly. And the fourth run of the afternoon / evening, as Shank comes home to score. It's 9-4. 1 out for Brock Lewis. 0 for 2 with a hit by pitch and a run scored.
Right fielder, number 9, Brock Lewis.
Swung on and missed by Brock. No balls and a strike. 1 out and a runner on second for SW Jack. They trail 9-4. This one is chopped toward first. It'll get through for another base hit. Stallman to third. They're going to rule an error on the first baseman. That's a tough error call. Choppy had the backhand going into the hole, but he ruled that he should have had it. So Luke Rao comes to the plate, first and third, and 1 out.
Number 17, Luke Rao.
9-4. And Luke will take it up high for a ball. 1 for 2. Also reached when he was hit by a pitch back in the 4th inning. Singled his last time up. And fouled out of play down the right side. 1-1 on Luke Rao. 1 out in the 7th. 9-4. Saegertown the lead. Winner of this game will still be alive for that third place game tomorrow. Here's the pitch, and that is rifled underneath the nose of the third base coach. A ball and 2 strikes now on Rao. The pitch is up high. 2-2. Chirp Pack came on in the 6th inning. And got the final out. Here's the pitch. That's up high, and the count goes full. Runners on first and third. One out. A run in the inning. It's 9-4 Saegertown. Rao tries to keep things going for SW Jack. The pitch. Down low, ball 4, and the bases are loaded. Stallman on third. Lewis to second base. Rao to first. And Ryan Okapal 0 for 3 on the afternoon. Is going to step in.
Third baseman number 32, Ryan Okapal.
And he'll line this one. It'll take a short little hop into the glove of the second baseman Gardner, who will step on the bag to get the force there. Okapal will reach on the fielder's choice. He'll get the RBI as well as Stallman comes home. But now 2 outs.
Second baseman number 15, Hunter.
9-5. As Hunter Kunkel comes to the plate, representing the last chance for SW Jack. Runners on first and second, 2 down. And first pitch swinging, lifts it into right field. There to make the catch and end the ball game is Reese Wilkinson. So Saegertown defeats SW Jack 9-5 in this Western Regional game. We'll come back with some of the numbers for you.
Indiana 5 for Saegertown.
And our post game brought to you by Penn Mechanical Group. You're watching PA Youth Legion Western Regional action on Renda Digital TV.
7 hits, committing 2 errors.
It's time to change the game. Force Turf Solutions is an innovative and experienced synthetic turf company that specializes in the design, installation, and conversions of sports fields and complexes throughout the United States through a strategic partnership with Shaw Sports Turf. If you're building a new field, converting an existing field, or replacing an existing synthetic turf field, then reach out to Force Turf Solutions. Community sports complexes, high school, college, and professional fields. For more information, go to forceturfsolutions.com.
Hi, it's Brian from SeaWorld Satellites, your Dish Premier local retailer. Upgrade to Dish from DirecTV and get a $300 prepaid MasterCard. Just mention offer code DTV2DISH. Come in or call us today at 724-463-3200, extension 122 to learn more and make the switch to Dish. That's 724-463-3200, extension 122.
Offer ends 11/13/23. Eligibility requirements and restrictions apply. Call for full details.
At IRMC, we have all of the necessary pieces in place to perform complex operations, including highly skilled and specially trained surgeons, their support team of experts, and advanced technology like the Da Vinci robotic surgical system. As a result, patients spend less time in the hospital, recover faster, and get treated close to home. So there's no reason to puzzle over where you should get your surgical care. The answer is right here at IRMC.
We're back at First Commonwealth Bank Field, adding up the numbers from the win for Saegertown as they defeat the SW Jack Drillers by a score of 9-5. And we're still adding it up here. Let me put the SW Jack 7th inning in there. They did score 2 runs in that inning. And they did so with the benefit of only 1 hit. So for Saegertown in the game, 9 runs on 9 hits, and they committed 1 error. For SW Jack, 5 runs in the game on 7 hits and 2 errors. Sully Van Hoos will take the loss. The win for Blake Burchell. Penn Mechanical Group brings us our post game. Here are the numbers for The Drillers, Caden Force, 1 for 3 with a run scored. He singled in this game. Ethan Shank was 1 for 4 as well with a single. He also reached on an error and scored. Parker Stallman, 2 for 4. A single and a double and a run scored. 2 runs driven in as well. Sully Van Hoos was 1 for 3 with a sacrifice fly and an RBI. Brock Lewis in the game, 0 for 3. Did reach when he was hit by a pitch and scored a run. Luke Rao, 0 for 2 on the afternoon. He also was hit by a pitch. Ryan Okapal, 0 for 4. Hunter Kunkel, 0 for 3 and walked. And Rocco Cosentino on this afternoon was 1 for 2. Walked and scored a run. For Saegertown, 1 for 4 for Luke Young. Wyatt Burchell, 1 for 2. Blake Burchell, 2 for 3 this afternoon. 2 for 4 for DeMarcus Manning. William Schaefer was 0 for 4. Levi Gardner 0 for 3. Blake Leslie 0 for 2 with a walk. Tyler Cherpak was 1 for 3. Reese Wilkinson 0 for 2 with a walk and a run. And Everett Gardner 2 for 3, reached base 3 times, also reached on an error, scored 2 runs and stole a base 2. Blake Burchell the win, Sully Van Hoos the loss. Saegertown remains alive in this playoff, and they make it into tomorrow's third place game, and the season will come to a close for SW Jack. Our post-game show today brought to you by Penn Mechanical Group. Saegertown defeating SW Jack 9-5, and you are watching PA Western Regional action on Renda Digital TV.